It's now August the 14th, one day before the start of the election campaign. But there's another delay. Election materials and equipment are not yet ready. So the elections are postponed for another 14 days. September the 29th is the new date set. Campaigning now gets underway on August the 26th. The campaign is hotly contested but festive. The events draw large crowds. It is a time for everybody to prove they can galvanize their support. But instead of issues, there are only slogans. No debate, just entertainment.
The public rallies were not organized properly. The public were not brought together to hear enthusiastic or inspiring speeches with substance. They were only praising their parties or candidates. Secondly, they did not campaign on issues and policies. The country has so many problems with water shortages, land disputes, environmental problems, the livestock ban. I did not hear one party clearly articulate its policy or program on these pressing issues.
Every election campaign has its complaints, disputes, and allegations, and this campaign is no different. But in this election, the opposition parties had one main concern.
What is required and should be part of our democratic culture is how we are going to separate the ruling party and the government during the elections. What are the rights and obligations of these two entities during elections? What differentiates between the candidates of the ruling party and government ministers or officials?
Dawn, and election day is finally here. The National Electoral Commission has been praying for a dry, sunny day, and their prayers have been answered. More than 600,000 Somalilanders turn out to vote for a new House of Representatives.
We feel very cheerful today. We are very pleased with the orderly way our people are casting their votes and with the prevailing peace in our country. We are delighted with the achievement of our people.
There are problems. In the absence of voter registration, some try to vote twice. There are underage voters, and the strict ban on vehicle movement is occasionally broken. However, when the polls close throughout the country, there is a collective sigh of relief that the day has gone peacefully. Domestic and international observers alike vouch for the free, fair, and transparent nature of Somaliland's parliamentary elections. The results are delayed. Staff at polling stations have been up all night counting. There are difficulties in tallying votes in some polling stations, which leads to contested results. Recounts are done. Eventually, on October the 15th, the National Electoral Commission releases the complete preliminary results and sends them to the Constitutional Court for ratification. The three political parties and their respective candidates accept the results. The final result gave the ruling UDUB 33 seats, with Kumie 28 seats and UID 21. The opposition control 49 seats. With clan-based power sharing, each of Somaliland's clans were represented in the previous parliament regardless of the size of the clan, which is by definition an inclusive, consensus-based system. There are no losers. With the adoption of a one-person, one-vote system, however, the clan composition of the new parliament changed dramatically, and there were losers.
In this election, it seems that the major clans gained more seats and were the winners, while the representation of the smaller clans has fallen. For the Hati people of Sul and Sanag, representation in parliament has fallen, and that is troubling. They were divided on the elections. Some wanted to participate, while others refused.
To analysts, the loss of seats by the Harti and Isa clans will increase their sense of marginalization within Somaliland, which could further alienate them from the country. Other losers in the election were women and the Gaboye. Women candidates won only 2 seats, one in a straight vote count, and the other from one of the reserve seats.
Women in Somaliland only support each other in times of need. Usually they will come to you saying, Mrs. So-and-so is in need, let's help her. But 90% or more do not believe a woman can represent her interests in parliament and in other decision-making bodies. When women realize that a woman can be her representative in parliament, the prospect of women being elected will be further improved.
Until the clan system changes in their favor, women's groups want structural changes to improve their election chances.